One introduction. This story is about a person who became very famous all around the world, but it is not just a story about a rich man with lots of money. It is not only about a very big company that many people use. This story is about facing difficult things in life. It is about feeling pain when things go wrong again and again. It is about people saying no to you many times. This is called rejection. It is also about feeling small or embarrassed, which is humiliation. It is about failing, trying again, and sometimes failing again. This story shows how someone can face hard times and still follow their dream. Many people face challenges in their lives. This story can give hope. It shows that problems can make you stronger if you learn from them. It is about believing in yourself, even when many others do not believe in you. It is a story about hope and never giving up. The person in this story is Ma Yun. Later, many people around the world knew him by his English name, Jack Ma. Ma Yun was born on September 10, 1964. He was born in a beautiful city called Hangzhou in the east of China. Hangzhou is famous for its large lake and pretty views. When Ma Yun was young, China was different from today. It was more closed to the outside world. His family did not have a lot of money. They were not rich people. They lived a simple life. They did not have things like a car or a television at home, which many people have today. They lived in a small house on a narrow street. His parents worked hard. As a child, Ma Yun was not a big or strong boy. He was small and thin. People did not look at him and think he would be famous or powerful one day. He did not seem special in the way people sometimes expect famous people to be. He was not the best student in school. In fact, he found school exams very difficult and did not always pass them. He did not have special talents like sports or music that people noticed easily when he was young. Life was not easy for him or his family. They had enough food and clothes, but not extra things. Many people around him probably did not expect him to do great things later in life. He seemed like a normal boy in many ways from a normal working family. This story shows how Ma Yun, this small boy from a simple family in Hangzhou, grew up to build one of the biggest companies in the world. How did he do this? He started with very little. He was not born rich. He was not seen as very clever at school. He faced rejection many times in his life. Many people told him he was not good enough for different jobs or opportunities. But he had something very important inside him. He had strong hope for the future. He had a strong belief in his ideas and in himself. He did not give up when things were difficult or when people laughed at him. He kept trying, always learning from his mistakes. This is a story about how belief and hope can help you overcome big challenges. It shows that where you start in life does not have to decide where you will finish. It is about working hard, being brave, and never losing hope, even when the world seems against you. This story is for everyone who has a dream, big or small. 2. Early life and learning. Ma Yun grew up in Hangzhou when China was mostly closed to the outside world. This meant not many ideas or visitors came from other countries. Most people lived quiet lives. There was no internet. Seeing foreigners was rare, but Ma Yun was different. He was very curious. He wanted to know about the world beyond his city. He asked many questions. He developed a strong wish to learn English. He knew this language could help him talk to people from different places. When he was only 12 years old, he made a plan. Every morning he woke up very early, around 5 o'clock. He got on his old bicycle and rode for some time to reach the main hotel in Hangzhou. Foreign visitors often stayed there. At the hotel, he looked for tourists. He bravely went up to them and started talking. He offered to be their guide around the city for free. He showed them interesting places. He did not ask for money. His only goal was to practice speaking English. He did this routine every day for 9 long years. This took a lot of effort and showed his strong character. He was building his future slowly. School life was not easy for Ma Yun. He found exams very hard. He was not seen as a good student. He failed important school exams again and again. He failed key tests in middle school 2 times. Later, he failed important high school exams 3 times. In China at that time, doing well on exams was extremely important. It decided your future education and job chances. Failing often felt bad. When it was time for college, Ma Yun faced more difficulty. He tried to pass the National College Entrance exam, but he failed the first time. He studied more and tried again, but he failed the second time too. It was a very difficult period. Many people would feel hopeless and stop trying after failing so much. But Ma Yun was not like most people. He refused to give up. He believed he could succeed if he kept trying. Finally, his persistence won. On his 3rd attempt, Ma Yun passed the college entrance exam. It was a huge success for him after so many problems. He was accepted into Hangzhou Teachers Institute. This college trained people to become teachers. He chose to study English, the language he had worked so hard to learn by talking to tourists. He studied hard in college and finished with a degree in English. His early life shows that believing in yourself and never giving up is very important. 3. Rejections and first steps. Jack finished his studies at Hangzhou Teachers Institute. He graduated with a degree in English. He was ready to start his career. He began looking for jobs in the city. He applied for 30 different jobs, but finding work was very difficult for him. Every company said no. All 30 companies rejected him. He felt sad, but he kept trying. He tried to become a police officer. After looking at him, they said, "You are not good enough for this job." He also applied for a job at the fast food restaurant KFC when it first came to his city. 24 people applied for the job that day. KFC hired 23 of them. Jack was the only person they did not choose. He even tried to get a simple job in a hotel. They also said no. They told him he was not good looking. They said he talked too much and did not have the right skills. People often told him he was not good enough. He also wanted to study at a top university. He applied to Harvard University in America 10 times. Every time, Harvard sent a letter saying no. 10 rejections from a very famous university. But Jack did not stop believing in himself. He continued helping tourists to practice his English. One day he met an American family visiting Hangzhou. They became good friends. The family liked Jack very much. They thought his Chinese name, Ma Yun, was a little difficult to say. So the father in the family gave him an English nickname, Jack. From that day, Ma Yun became known as Jack Ma. This family was very important for Jack. They talked to him about the world outside China. They gave him hope for the future. They told him life could be different and encouraged him to think big. Later, the family invited Jack to visit them in the USA. This was a very big opportunity for him. During his trip to the USA, Jack saw the internet for the first time. He was 31 years old. He was very curious about this new technology. Someone showed him how to use a search engine on a computer. He typed the word beer. He saw results for American beer and German beer, but he found no information about Chinese beer. He was very surprised. China is a very big country with many people. Why was there nothing about Chinese beer online? Then he typed the word China. Again, there were almost no results about his country. That night, Jack could not sleep well. He sat and thought for a long time. Why is my country not on the internet? He asked himself again and again. Why can't people find information about Chinese businesses online? Then, a new idea started to grow in his mind. Maybe it was because no one had done it yet. Maybe he could be the person to help China get online. He did not know much about computers or technology at that time, but he saw a big problem, and he believed that every problem was a chance to do something important and new. This was the first step towards a very big dream. 4. Starting the first company. After Jack saw the internet in the USA, he knew what he wanted to do. He returned to China with a new goal. He wanted to help Chinese businesses use the internet. This was a big idea because the internet was very new in China at that time. Jack needed money to start his company. He did not have much money himself, so he asked his friends for help. He borrowed $2,000 to begin. With this money, Jack started his first internet company. He called it China Pages. The idea behind China Pages was simple. Jack wanted to help small Chinese companies build websites. A website could help a business show its products to the world. Jack thought this could help them grow and find new customers outside China. But starting China Pages was very difficult. Jack faced big problems. The main problem was that most people in China did not understand the internet. They had never used it. Many people did not have computers. They did not trust this new thing called the internet. They thought it was strange or maybe even a joke. Jack and his small team worked hard. They went from door to door. They visited many small business owners, shopkeepers, and factories. Jack tried to explain his idea. He told them how a website could help their business. He talked about connecting with people in other countries, but most people did not believe him. Many business owners laughed. Some asked him, "Are you crazy? Why would someone buy things from a computer screen?" It was hard to make people understand the power of the internet when they had never seen it work. The company also had other problems. There were many rules for businesses in China. It was hard for a new, small company like China Pages to follow all the rules. Getting support was also difficult. Because people did not trust the internet, they did not want to use China Pages. The company struggled. It did not make much money. After some time, China Pages failed. It was Jack's first important business failure. Many people would feel sad or angry after a failure like this. They might stop trying, but Jack was different. He did not give up. He looked at the failure as a lesson. He learned a lot from trying to build China Pages. He learned about business, about the internet in China, and about people. He understood the problems better now. He knew it was hard, but he still believed in his dream. He thought, okay, this idea did not work like I wanted. I learned from it. Now I will try again. 5. The birth of Alibaba. After his first company, China Pages, failed, Jack Ma worked for the government for a few years. He helped businesses use digital technology, but his own big idea stayed in his mind. He still wanted to connect China to the world using the internet. In 1999, Jack was 35 years old. He decided it was time to try again. One evening, he asked 17 of his friends to come to his small home in Hangzhou. His apartment was not big. There were no nice chairs or tables for a meeting. Everyone sat together on the floor. Jack stood up and shared his new dream. He told them, "I want to start a new company. This company will help small Chinese businesses sell their things to people in other countries." He explained his plan to build a website for this. Then he told them the name he chose, Alibaba. One friend asked him, "Why Alibaba?" Jack smiled. He said that everyone knows the story of Alibaba and the 40 thieves. In the story, the magic words "Open Sesame" opened a door to treasure. Jack said his company would be like Open Sesame for small businesses. It would open the door for them to find customers all over the world. It was a name that was easy to remember and known everywhere. That night, Jack and his 17 friends became the first team. There were 18 people ready to start. They did not have much money. They did not have a real office. They started working right there in Jack's small apartment. The first few years were very hard. The team worked long hours day and night. They often slept for only a few hours. No one got paid a salary at the beginning. They did not have comfortable desks or equipment. What they had was a strong belief in Jack's idea. They believed they were building something important for China's future. They worked hard to build the first Alibaba website. This website let small companies in China list their products. Buyers from any country could then find these products and contact the sellers. But building the website was only one problem. The biggest problem was money. Jack needed money to grow the company. He went to many banks to ask for a loan, but the banks said no. More than 10 banks rejected his idea. They told him his plan was too risky. They said nobody would use his website. It was a difficult start, but Jack and his team did not give up. 6. Growing the company. Alibaba needed money to grow bigger. Jack Ma met Masayoshi Son from a company called SoftBank. After talking for only 5 minutes, Masayoshi Son decided to help. He said he would give Alibaba $20 million. Jack was surprised because Masayoshi Son did not ask to see a detailed business plan. Masayoshi Son told him, "I believe in you, the person, not just the plan." This belief and the money were very important for Alibaba's future. Jack Ma was a different kind of leader. He liked to hire people who were smarter than him. He often said his job was not to be the smartest, but to help his team do their best work. He treated everyone like family. They worked hard together, celebrated small wins, and supported each other during difficult times. Jack wanted every person on his team to feel important and valued. He was not just a boss. He was a leader who believed deeply in his people. Jack also believed that the company's culture, how people worked together, was more important than just business plans. He wanted Alibaba to feel like a special place, like a family working together with passion, not just for money. He did things differently to build this feeling. Everyone got funny nicknames like Crazy Jack for himself. This made people feel connected and part of something fun and unique. The company respected every worker, from the computer programmers to the cleaners. They even danced together in the office every morning before starting work. Jack thought this energy helped the company succeed. He believed a happy team makes a happy company. On weekends, they sometimes sang karaoke together in the office. Jack liked singing, even if he was not the best singer. He said singing together helped them stay together as a team. Alibaba was not a normal company, it was a group with a big mission. By 2002, Alibaba was doing well. More small businesses in China were using its website to trade. People started to understand the internet more. But then a very big challenge arrived. A powerful American company called eBay came to China. eBay was already huge in other countries. It had a lot of money, experience, and technology. Many people thought Alibaba could not compete with eBay. Even Jack's own team was worried, but Jack was ready to fight. He told his team, eBay is like a shark in the ocean. We are like a crocodile in the Yangtze River. If we fight eBay in the ocean, we lose, but if we fight in our river, we win. He meant that Alibaba understood China and its businesses better. So in 2003, Jack started a new website called Taobao. It was for online shopping, similar to eBay. But Taobao had a big difference. It was free for sellers to list their products. eBay charged money. Jack wanted to win the sellers' trust and support first. This was his clever plan to compete against the big shark in their home river. 7. Winning and going big. The fight between Taobao and eBay was very hard. eBay was a huge company from America. It came to China and bought another Chinese company. Many people thought Alibaba could not win against such a big company. Jack's team was worried. But Jack Ma had a plan. He told his team, eBay is like a shark in the ocean. We are like a crocodile in the river. If we fight in the ocean, we lose, but if we fight in our river, we win. Jack knew China better. He understood what Chinese people wanted. In 2003, Jack started a new website called Taobao. It was for people to buy and sell things online. The most important thing was that Taobao was free for sellers. eBay charged money for sellers to put their things on its website. Jack said Taobao should help people first. Money could come later. Taobao also had features that Chinese users liked. Sellers and buyers could chat directly. The website looked fun and friendly. eBay felt more like a foreign company. Taobao felt like it was made for China. The Alibaba team worked extremely hard. They often stayed late in the office. Some even slept there. They believed they were building something important for China. Jack encouraged them and kept their spirits high. People started to love Taobao. Then, in 2005, a big American company called Yahoo wanted to help Alibaba. Yahoo invested $1 billion in Alibaba. This was a very large amount of money. Jack agreed, but he made sure Alibaba stayed in control of its own company. With this money, Alibaba made Taobao even better. eBay found it hard to compete. Fewer people were using eBay in China. In 2006, eBay decided to close its China website. Jack Ma and his team had won. It was a small company beating a global giant. Jack did not celebrate too much. He told his team they won because they stayed close to their customers. He said they should always remember to serve the people. After this victory, Alibaba grew even bigger. It started new businesses. AliExpress helped Chinese businesses sell products to people in other countries. Alipay became a very popular way to pay for things online in China. Alibaba Cloud offered computer services, competing with big companies like Amazon. Jack was building a whole online world. Alibaba was getting ready for a very big step. They planned to sell shares of the company to the public. This is called an IPO, or initial public offering. On September 19, 2014, Alibaba had its IPO on the New York Stock Exchange in America. It was the biggest IPO in history. The company was valued at $231 billion. Jack Ma suddenly became the richest man in China, but he stayed humble. When someone asked him how he felt, he said the money was not really his. He said he was just holding it for the people and wanted to use it well. He always thought about helping others more than being rich. 8. Life after Alibaba. After Alibaba became very successful, Jack Ma started to think more about education and helping young people. He believed helping others was very important. He started the Jack Ma Foundation. This group works to help students and teachers. It focuses on schools in the countryside in China and other countries like Africa. Jack wanted to give money and support to places that needed it most. He said he liked teaching more than being a rich businessman. On September 10, 2019, Jack Ma had his 55th birthday. This day is also Teacher's Day in China. On this special day, he told everyone he would retire from Alibaba. He did not leave because he was tired. He believed that good leaders know the right time to step down. He wanted to leave when the company was strong and had good new leaders. Alibaba had a very big party for Jack Ma. More than 60,000 workers came to a big stadium. There was music and dancing. Jack wore fun clothes like a rock star and sang songs. He laughed and cried with his team. In his last speech as leader, he told everyone to believe in their dreams and to never give up. He said he failed many times but always tried again. He left the company as a friend. After leaving Alibaba, Jack spent his time working with his foundation. He traveled, visited schools, and worked on projects to help teachers and students. He wanted to help young people learn and grow. Then in late 2020, Jack Ma stopped appearing in public. He gave a speech where he talked about problems with money systems in China. After that speech, nobody saw him for about 3 months. Many people around the world asked where he was. Later, he appeared in a short video. He was calm but seemed quieter. He said he was learning and thinking and spending time on education work. He did not give many details. He became less public after this time. Jack Ma is married to Jiang Ying. They met in college. She supported his dreams from the start. They have 3 children. Jack likes to keep his family life private. He enjoys reading and meeting young people. Jack Ma's story shows that it is possible to succeed even after many failures. He teaches people to keep trying and to believe in themselves. His message is about hope. He showed that you do not need to be born rich or be the best student to achieve great things. His life inspires many people to follow their own dreams and to help others.